Hey loves, Jay here and welcome back to my channel. In this video we have another chit chat. You already know it's chit chat o'clock from the title of this video. So in this video I am going to be sharing with you guys 10 unpopular opinions. I do know that some of them might come as popular, but I promise you they are not popular. Like things I'm about to share with you, I promise you they are not your unpopular opinions. Do you get? Right. When I sit down and I think through my head, I realize that I have a lot of things to say, and maybe that's why I like chit chat videos, because then I get to sort of decompress my thinking and voice out what is going on in my head out of my mouth, if that makes sense. And whilst we're doing that, we are going to be installing this wig from Luvmehair that I got. Yeah, so relax and let's get right into the details of this video. When I tell you that I went out of my comfort zone, I'm not joking, okay? Because the hair that I got, I have never imagined myself on it. But first, a little unboxing. Yeah, let's go. So let us get into the hair. First off, I need to give it to them for the packaging, the little note from the founder before opening the hair. Impressive. And now to the hair itself. Can you guess what kind of hair I got? 2 seconds in the comments. Right, okay. If you did not guess, 1, I got a fringe wig. 2, I got a Yaki straight wig. So in essence, I got a Yaki straight fringe wig. Right. So this is what the wig looks like out of the box. Of course, you take that off, and then this is what the inside of the wig looks like. It feels really lightweight, but it's full, and you have combs on each side of the wig cap, and I think also at the back. Yes, you have one at the back as well, and then you have this elastic band to secure your wig. My number one unpopular opinion would be the fact that clubbing is absolutely overrated. Like, tell me the sense in waking up, leaving my house, dressing nice, looking all pink and sweet, and then I go to a place where I cannot even have like decent conversations with my friend, and I'm not screaming on the top of my voice, and there are not people blowing smoke into my eye, or people behaving rubbish because they are very, very intoxicated. Or see, I'm just not the club girl. Okay, now have I been to the club? Absolutely yes, and that's how I know that I don't like it, because there was a time that my friend had a birthday party in the club. So it was her birthday and she wanted to celebrate, so she was like, oh, let's go out, let's have fun. That was my first time of going to the club, and because of the movies that I have watched, I had a bit of idea as to what goes on in the club, and I knew that it was not my thing. But because this person was my friend, I'm like, you know what, we're going to show up, we are going to go and to just experience it in person and see if it's just it from what I've seen, or if it's actually like nice to be there. And then we got to the club. The noise, the music that was blasting from those speakers could have left me there for centuries. I'm not joking. Like, the music was so loud. You could see people smoking different types of things. So even if you are not a first-hand smoker, my dear, you will become a second-hand smoker because the fumes that were coming out from people's mouths from what they are put in there. Ah, ah. Mm. Well, that's their business, and I'm not here to judge, but I'm just saying that it is not something that I like. So I found that very concerning. And another thing that probably would not make me, vibe in the club is because I do not take alcohol, right? And oftentimes than not, when you go clubbing, you are drinking alcohol here and there, everywhere is bubbling, everywhere is, everything is happening. I don't take alcohol, so my friends and the rest of the people that we went with, they were, they had one thing or the other to drink. And also, again, I am very paranoid when it comes to, having drinks in the club because, see, don't judge me, but I've watched too many Nollywood movies where, why am I even saying Nollywood? Even American movies where, you go to the club and you turn and then someone spikes your drink, and all of those many sad stories that we hear about, being in the club. So I was very paranoid when I tell you that how many hours did we spend? We got there, say, around 12 midnight ish, and then we left 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. Right. In the time that we were there, I was thirsty. See, my throat was closing like this, but I didn't take anything, even water. I did not take because I'm like, if I turn now, they fit put something for my drink, and I no go know what I want to do. And also send me, I go club. What will I tell my father and my mother that they send me to school and I'm going to the club? That's one reason why I will never ever see any sense in going to the club. Going to the club is not a definition of enjoyment for me. I can recognize that there are few people, even people that I have as friends, that see going to the club as fun and the livelihood and everything. Like it's how will I say it? It's the happening thing for them. However, for me, it is not. Okay, so if you are watching this video and I am your friend, please just consider it in the future that if you want to invite me for anything, I'm using this to serve a PSA that anything that has to do with the club, if you invite me, I won't come. I'm not going to come, okay? And if I do come, I would not be the life of the party that you are looking for because I do not shine in that area. Okay. And I don't want to be the person that messes up the mood of the vibe of the party. Okay. So things like that, just exclude me. I beg. Now I'm going to put on this wig and we are going to see what it looks like on me. Is it out of the box? 1 second, I'm going to clear my eye. I can see you guys, but I cannot see. Chicken. Oh yeah. Oh, I wasn't wearing it properly. Right. Uh oh my god, this looks beautiful. Don't you guys agree? Oh, who's this? Oh please. Oh no. This is absolutely beautiful. So I'm just trying to find like the placement, like the appropriate placement for it. This is a Yaki, and this is my first Yaki wig. I don't know, it feels different from what I'm used to. I still feel like I've not gotten a hang of this wig. My next unpopular opinion, if you guys can see my eyes, is that finding your voice, and I'm basically saying this from experience, finding your voice is not a sign of disrespect. Okay, You can still have your voice and not disrespect anyone. However, some people are of the opinion that when you find your voice, when you stand your ground, then you are disrespectful to them. I'll give you an example. I used to be someone who used to what's it called? Would I say take orders from people? So technically, I didn't have a mind of my own. I used to be the yes ma person because I was never like the rebellious one who, you know, who they would tell something to, who they would say to do something and would not do it. See, when I say obedient, I was totally obedient. However, I started thinking of my life and I started thinking of, like the fact that I wanted certain things in my life, and just saying yes, ma to everyone did not bring me that. So I found my voice here. So I started doing things that I wanted to do in the way that I knew how to do them. Does that make sense? However, they thought that it was a sign of disrespect. One, because I wasn't running it by them, and also because they do not agree with the decisions that I was making, or maybe the way I was making them. I see genuinely, I cannot say that I understand the why, but I just know that they were not in agreement with what I was doing, despite the fact that I was progressing in life. It just didn't make sense to me. Genuinely, it still doesn't make any sense to me right now. However, I have moved on. Okay, I have found my voice. I have learned to say no when I need to say no, and I've learned to say yes when I need to say yes. I have learned to defend myself and not just allow people talk over me and maybe lie against me or say things that are not particularly true. And I'm just there spectator, like I'm just there as a spectator, just looking and allowing them dent my name, dent my image, or say a lot of things about me that are not true, especially when I'm there. No, right now, if you do that, me and you are going to be in the same trouser. I stopped allowing people to make decisions for me, especially when you make decisions and do not involve me in those decisions. I really stopped allowing that. And that that singular act was interpreted as disrespect. And genuinely, at this point, I don't even mind. That's the truth. At this point, I don't mind because at the end of the day, baby girl is winning. At the end of the day, I am, achieving the things that I want to achieve. I'm getting the things that I want to get. Am I absolutely crushing all of my goals right now? Nope. That's the truth. However, making decisions for myself should not be a sign of disrespect, is all I'm saying. Should not be a sign of disrespect at all. Now, the next unpopular opinion is the fact that there are people who help you for selfish reasons. Yeah, I said what I said. There are people that actually help you just because it benefits them. And sometimes it should not really be like that. So there are people that help you for various reasons. They help you because they want to they want to feel superior, or they help you because they need to have bragging rights, or they help you because I don't know, so you can hold them and they can I'll sometimes later in the future you can return the favor or something like that. They just help you for ulterior motives. And some people help because they want something back in return from you. Okay. So I'm just saying that I I mean, if it was more out there, like if you okay, if you want to help me, help me. If you don't want to help me, don't help me. Do you get? But the fact that you're helping me because it benefits you is um I honestly, I wouldn't say it's all shades of wrong, because at the end of the day, we should be helping each other. So essentially, it should be like a symbiotic relationship whereby, um, I'm benefiting and you are benefiting. However, there are peculiar situations, I would say, that just um situations that just require you to help that person, and um not try to get something back in return from them. Just for you guys to know, there are people who would help you just because they it benefits them and they want something back in return. Make sense? My next point will then be, there are people who help and will not rest. Sister, help and rest. Help and move on. Help and move on with your life. Do you understand? There are people who, if they help you in this life, you are bound to them forever. You have to worship the floor that they walk on. You have to worship the air that they breathe. You have to be at their beck and call. You're literally their servants. Don't help me if you're going to be like that with me, okay? Yeah, because at the end of the day, we have all gotten help one way or the other from other people. And God was so intentional that He built humans in a way that we will continue to need each other's help. No, see, there's nobody that is an island of his or herself, right? So if um if you are in this world and you tell yourself that, oh, you don't need anybody's help, my dear, is a lie. It's a big lie, because you need someone's help. You will need someone's help at a point in life. However, there are just people that will not rest. There are just people that they want you to worship the ground that they walk on. They are just people that no matter the gratitude, no matter how grateful you are, no matter the gratitude that you show, it's still not satisfactory for them, unless they have to belittle you, or you have to be their servant, or they can call you 3 a.m. in the morning when you're in your wife's house and be asking you to come out and do something for them. There is a thin line between it. I mean, there are people that you can go all house for them when the need arises. However, I am talking of people that they just really want to suppress you. I'm talking of people that they want you to show gratitude in a way that they understand gratitude. And I've just come to understand over the years that gratitude can be interpreted in different ways. Okay. So the fact that you are stranded and I pay for your bus and you tell me thank you, for me, that might not be gratitude. Okay. For me, it might mean taking me on a coffee date, okay, or buying me a drink. So going back to the bus and coffee date thing. So if for to me, right, just saying thank you is not enough way of showing me gratitude. And I realized over the years that there are people who have helped me, and I have been very grateful to them. Literally, they changed my life. Okay, there is no how I'm going to tell my story today that they would not, you know, take a special part in a part, probably take a paragraph or two. However, I do not know how to show gratitude to them, because the way that I know how to show gratitude is not the way they're interpreting gratitude. I have showed how grateful I can be for the impact that they have made in my life. However, it doesn't mean anything to them, because I don't know, they still talk very ill about me. They still give me like some sort of attitude, just because um I feel like, and I'm beginning to understand the fact that the way that I am showing my gratitude to them is not the way that they understand gratitude. Now, are they going to tell me the way that they want me to show gratitude? Well, over time, I have sort of understood the way that they want me to show gratitude. However, I would not tilt towards that way, because it makes me less of a person. It demeans me. It doesn't reflect the labor that they have labored over me. Like, I don't know how else to explain to you guys. However, I'm just saying that um when you want to tell someone thank you, just have it in mind that what way can I show gratitude to this person that this person understands? Okay, what way does this person interpret gratitude? There are people that technically, if you tell them, oh my God, thank you, God bless you, I'm so grateful, that is enough for them. Like, that is enough way to show gratitude. However, there are people that, if you're not calling them every other day to say, ah, my God, you are the source of my life, you are the air that I breathe, thank you so much for coming through for me. If they're not people like that, they are doing that so every single day, or people that they just want to control your life just because they've helped you, right? If you're like that, it just means that you need to stop. Okay, you need to stop. You actually need to stop, because we all need help someday. Okay, we all need help someday, and it is, I don't think it is a nice thing to do when you help somebody and you just want to have their life in your hands like this and just do with their life how you please. I don't think it's okay. I think it is short enough for me. It was, so it was a good thing that I caught it. Oh, no, 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 no. Long ones go back. Short ones come forward. Right. Okay. My next unpopular opinion, and I know that a lot of people will come for me on this, is the fact that alcohol tastes terrible. Like, how do you guys drink that shit? It tastes freaking terrible. Like, I don't know what you enjoy when you take alcohol, but I don't know. I don't see any, what's it called, any fun in taking alcohol. Fun fact here, before I genuinely decided that I don't like alcohol, right? Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I should have done. Before I decided that alcohol was not for me, right? I had gone to what? A party with my brother. I can't remember. I'd gone to a party with my brother, and he, of course, he takes alcohol, and he gave me a drink. And because of how alcohol smells, so the thing is, alcohol nauseates me. So because of that singular reason, I just knew that I won't like it, right? And I knew that I would not like alcohol because of that. So that time when myself and my brother, um, went to that party, so it was like an outdoor party, that kind of thing. And then he gave me his drink, and I just took like a sip. What? It felt like my throat was burning, like my throat felt like it was on fire. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why, in the name of the Lord, are we doing this to ourselves? And we are calling it fun, or we are calling it enjoyment. So I take something, it burns my throat, and you do, and those people that take shots, you people that you take shots, and then you put lemon, and does the lemon make it better, or is it lemon and salt? I think they always put salt at the tip of the shot cup, and then so that when the shot is going to your mouth, it kind of reduces it. I don't know the mechanism behind it. I just watch people who take it, and I'm like, that's not me. That thing tastes like like it's the most rubbish thing I have tasted in my entire life, that I am not even interested in at all. And see what I'm doing. You see, I have never ever played with a wig so much as I'm playing with this wig from Luvmehair. Right. So I look like Miss Chu. No, that's to cover. Yeah. This wig will be good for people who have like significant foreheads. I think they should invest in um I should invest in fringe wigs. Let me know. What do you think about this wig? Did I style it well? I think I did. It's not the regular wig that I will get. Like I said, I was just thinking of let's do something. Let's get something different. Yeah, I like it. I was just thinking let's get something different. My next unpopular opinion, a lot of people, or no, I won't say a lot of people, a few people might have me at the neck for this because it will target their parents and it will probably target you if you are thinking in that direction. I am not my parents' retirement plan. You are not your parents' retirement plan, okay? Your children are not your retirement plan. The day that you start thinking that way, you will allow your children get better in life and your parents will allow you get better in life. What do I mean? You brought me into the world without my permission. So you owe it to me to take care of me, to give me the best life that you can afford to. So don't come with the story of, oh, I sacrificed everything for you. While we appreciate that, while we understand the sacrifice that you have made for us, we also know that we did not ask for it. We did not ask to be born. Why you want to say, oh, there are other parents out there who neglected their kids, you should be, where's this hair coming from? You should be thankful that you have parents who are there to show up for you, are there to take care of you. That's what they're supposed to do. Because you're my parents, that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to take care of me. You brought me into this world, no permission had, so you just put me out. Right? So it's the barest minimum that you are providing a good life for me, okay? And parents need to understand, you need to understand, because some days, some of you already have kids, some of you are going to have kids later in the future. You need to understand that you need to be set financially and not have to depend on your kids later on in life. Now it is okay for your kids to send you like something like, oh, I want to take care of my mama, I want to take care of my pops, let me take them on a vacation. It is okay to do that, especially when they've gotten to that level in their life where they can afford to do those things. But when they are in their maturing stage, especially finding their foot in life with finances, with their own immediate family, and in their career, they're just finding their food, and you are asking them for a billion and one things, and you want them to be the one to buy for you your car, to pay your rent, to do basically everything for you. You are calling them left, right, center for them to send you money for this, send you money for that. You are not allowing them to have breathing space. All the money that they're supposed to invest, do good things, and all of those other things, you're not giving them the chance to. And then you wonder why you've spent so much money on your kids, you've sacrificed a lot for them, and they are still like here. Meanwhile, their mates are, and they're still here. Meanwhile, their mates are here. Because you have not given them the chance to grow. As the fruit is trying to come out of their tree, you're cutting it and eating it. Oof, calm down. Well, I'm just saying, it is something that I am actively trying to work towards to. I am not going to give my children that kind of burden to bear when they grow old. I will not do that to them. It is absolutely insane to do that. When I see parents that do this, it gives me an ache that they think that their children rather should be the ones to take care of every single thing in their lives. I mean, when your children are well to do, that's absolutely okay. But when, like I said, they are finding their fault and all of that, and you are imposing so much on them, it is absolutely not fair. It is not fair at all. One thing I keep reminding myself every single day of my life is to build wealth so much that if my children go 1 year without sending me money, or without saying, oh, mom, take this, or mom, say take this, or take that, or use this for the weekend. If they don't do that, I'm good. And that's what your target should be. It is like one topic that irritates the living daylight out of me. Like, you can't be doing that to your kids. It's rather too early for you to be putting them under that kind of pressure. It's really too early. You want to frustrate them at what? Age 30? Age 28? Come on now. Come on. My next unpopular opinion, and this is very unpopular because I've never ever heard this, and maybe it's just because it's like from my own personal experience, and just maybe some of you can, relate to it. It's the fact that there are people that will go above and beyond for you and still do not wish you well. Yeah, see, it's not being paranoid or anything. They will, when you are going through the shittiest time of your life, they will be there. They will show up for you. Yes, but at your back, behind you, they are saying lots of nasty things that if you listen to them, you would wonder if it's still the same person we are talking about. Yeah, there are people like that. And I think that's where the spirit of discernment comes in. Just, I mean, pray to God for God to give you that spirit of discernment, because there are people that will come through for you when you are financially low. There are people that they'll be there for you when you need someone. There are people that when you're trying to conceive and you are sharing your struggles with them, they'll be there to listen to you. But when you're not there amongst their other friends, they're busy gossiping about how you have spent 6 years in your marriage, or 10 years in your marriage, or 3 years in your marriage, and you have not gotten pregnant. Or there are people that will be gossiping how you keep failing in school and they don't know your struggles. Or there are people that will keep talking bad at you just because they have helped you one way or the other. Just have the spirit of discernment to discern who will show up for you. What's that English? Frenemies. Yeah, your frenemies. They are real, oh. They are real. And they don't even have to come in front of in form of friends. They can come in form of family members. There are family members that will show up for you, that will take care of you, but they still don't wish you well. Because imagine, so let me give you an instance, right? Imagine that you went to the orphanage home, you took a girl in, a child in, you adopted her, and then you sent her to one of the best schools in the UK, like one of the best schools in the UK. She went for a master's, went through that, PhD, went through that. You sponsored her, did everything. And then this person is trying to get a job, but you are restricting her. You want her to go get the job of, say, an health worker. And that's not disrespect to healthcare workers, but I'm saying that, someone that has a PhD, say in nursing, or a PhD in microbiology, or a PhD in digital marketing, you would expect that the person is aiming high. You would expect that the person is at the top of their career, but then they are doing very demeaning jobs. You want them to keep coming back to you to ask you for things. You don't want them to be financially dependent. You want them to have to rely on you every single day. In my opinion, that's not good. You might as well not do all of those things for this person. You might as well not send that child to school and let her remain uneducated than for you to spend all of that money, do all of those things for that person, and for that child rather, and still keep limiting them. Nah, which brings me to the next point. It is the fact that your parents can limit you. Yes, your parents can limit you however you choose to look at it. Your parents can be the reason why you are not attaining that goal. Your parents can be the reason why you are not setting the bar high. Your family members can be the reason why you are not where you should be today. They can be the reason. And I spoke about having a voice earlier on, and I said that having a voice does not totally mean disrespect, because imagine that you are in their care and you want to do you want to say go for your masters, for instance, and you're telling them about how you want to apply. And when I even say you are telling them, there are some family members that you dare not share your pre-good news, or even the good news that you're thinking in your head. Say you want to apply for your PhD, or have this scholarship opportunity that you're trying to bag, and you're thinking about applying. There are certain people that you cannot share those news with, because they will make sure to the end of the earth that you do not progress. Not because, I mean, technically, it's not because maybe they don't want you to progress, but they still want you to be at their beck and call. They still want you to be in their surrounding. They still want to be able to do with your life and do your life however you please and want. So have a voice of your own, okay? Learn to say yes, learn to say no. Learn to speak up for yourself where the need arises. I feel like I'm talking about my life right now. I'm taking it personal. Okay. The next point that I have is that being a creator and a 9 to 5 worker is hard. I beg. I don't see, nobody should tell me otherwise, because most of the unpopular opinions that I've shared today are most of them are from my experience, right? And I can categorically tell you that working 12 hours shift and then coming home to glam myself up and do videos like this and film videos like this, and then I have to look for time to edit, and I'm also tired from work, so I need to rest, I need to eat, I need to take care of my house, I need for my house to be looking good, amongst all other things. It is hard, but is it doable? Yes, it is doable, but no one should come on the internet and try to um make it look like it's a word of glam. It is not. I am here trying to show up every day for 25 days, but it is not easy. It is not easy at all. So can we be done with the whole sugar coating? Can we all be done with trying to make it look like, oh, it's biscuit and tea? It is not. It is not. Everyone is not your friend. See, this is probably popular, yeah, but it is the fact that everyone is not your friend. So there have been times that I have had conversations with people, and I would tell them that you just met that person. She's not your friend. He's not your friend. And they will look at me in a funny way. I'm like, yes, if you meet someone, there is where the word acquaintance comes in. There is where the word colleague comes in. You need to have gotten to a certain place with a particular person for you to call them your friend. So if the person is your colleague, the person is your colleague. If you have no ties whatsoever with the person, say you just met the person, say in an outing, and you guys vibed, the conversation was great, all of those good stuff, that person is your acquaintance. If you need to refer to that person, you refer to them by their name, or you say, oh, she's my acquaintance. Because when people hear the word friend, it means you are close. It means that you have a relationship with this person. And that's why I realized that most people get into trouble, some people get into trouble rather, because they have called the wrong people their friends. Everyone is not your friend. I beg. Please. Everyone is not your friend. And those are all of the popular opinions that I have to share with you guys. Let me know other unpopular opinions that you probably have that I did not mention in this video, and I will possibly do a part 2 and just share, because like I said, there's a lot in here that I need to voice out. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video.